Guys, this is it. It's Wednesday, September 2nd, and it is the first day of class. I'm on my way there, and I am so nervous. I mean, I have a huge knot in my stomach. You would think that after all these years, I would be used to it. I mean, I'm like in what, like 17th grade, right? But no, so yeah, I'm excited, but I'm so freaking nervous. I don't know how much I'll be able to film today because I'll be in class and then I'll be in orientation. But I will give you the lowdown tonight when I get home, if nothing else. And wish me luck for today. Hello everybody. So it is the afternoon and I'm home. I survived my first day and it actually didn't go that badly. I didn't think I was very prepared for the first class. I was very nervous about it, but it went fine and the discussion went fine and I contributed just fine and everything was peachy. After the class I had like a PhD orientation for the department, and after that I had another class. For that class there were no readings, so we just talked about how it's going to work in the future and whatnot. But that class actually has been changed to Tuesdays, so now instead of having 2 classes on Wednesday, I'll have 2 classes on Tuesday and then I have a class on Thursday. So basically I'm going to be in the city at least 3 days a week, maybe sometimes more if I go to do the readings in the library, because somewhere in the library and not actually, I didn't actually buy all of them. So yes, so I was nervous for no reason, but I guess that's usually how it goes. You find something terrifying for the first time before you actually do it, and then it's not that bad. With that said, there is a lot of reading, so just because I survived the first day does not mean that I have earned anything. So oh, she's so hot in this room. So now I have a lot to read for next week, and I have another class tomorrow, so I'll be back in the city, and tomorrow I'm gonna have a little bit more time that is not actually in class, so hopefully I'll be able to film a few more things, and I will see you tomorrow. Hello, it is Thursday morning. Today the morning shall be spent reading this, yeah, and then in the afternoon, well actually like in the middle of the day, I'm gonna go in the city for class and go to the library and get some books for the project that I'm already starting, and I'm not sure what else. Well, I think a lot of the things that will be going on from here on are school related. There will be other things in there too, but I suspect there will be a lot of school things until I get bored talking about them because it's every day. So if you're not into that sort of thing, then I don't know what to tell you. I will try to not make it only about school, because this isn't only about school, but it is what it is, and it is a big part of my life. So yeah, there it is. It's the afternoon now. I just got finished with my last class of the week, and so it was my 3rd class of the week and the last. If you're not familiar with graduate classes, they usually only meet once a week, and they're not lectures. The professor doesn't stand there and lecture. Basically they run like seminars. You read a book and several articles every week for each class, and then you discuss them, and the classes tend to be really small. My largest seminar this semester has 17 students, 18 students, but one only has 5 and the other one has 9. So yeah, they're really small, which is good. I mean, you don't want to run that kind of class with a lot of people, but it's also bad in the sense that you actually have to do your reading, otherwise you'll be lost and the professor can tell that you didn't read. But so that's done. And I'm at the park. I felt that instead of just walking around holding the camera making you all dizzy, I would sit here and vlog. The park, as you can imagine, on a beautiful summer day is busy with people, and I'm still trying to get used to holding the camera and talking to the camera and doing this vlogging thing in front of people. And I figure the only way I'm gonna get over it is by actually doing it. So some crazy person on a bike. So that is what I'm doing. And also I want to show you the park, because if I keep on sitting here, which I suspect I'll do quite a bit in vlog, you'll probably see how this park changes over the seasons. I was here in February and it was bare and covered in snow. Obviously no people around. But right now it's just green and there's pigeons everywhere and there's people everywhere. So I'm gonna do a quick pano of this and I'm gonna put it in here. In a while because because I haven't, but I was just watching TV and the barefoot contest I was making lemon meringue pie, and I suddenly got really hungry for something sweet. Now, I'm not gonna make lemon meringue pie because it takes a long time, but I have a quick and delicious dessert recipe that it's really easy to put together and quick. So I'm gonna actually, this is in my blog, it's been in my blog for years. I'm gonna put a link in the description box. But basically it's clafouti and I usually make it with blackberry. It's traditionally made with cherries, I think. But I'm not crazy about cherries, so I make it with blackberry. So I'm gonna make this, and then after dinner I'm going to proceed to eat the entire thing myself. Isn't that what you do? Isn't that what people do? The result is almost like a custard. It's very light and yummy. But this is a vlog, not a cooking channel, so I'm going to eat. It is Friday night. We find ourselves child-free for the night, well, for like 2 hours. So what do adults do when they don't have their kid with them? Well, they go to Whole Foods, of course. So since we don't have a car, we rented a zip car. And did I not miss the turn? Yes, I missed the turn. We rented a zip car for a couple of hours, and we're gonna drive the mile and a bit to Whole Foods and then drive back. And haven't been to Whole Foods in, I don't know, like 3-4 months since before we moved here. And this is only my second time driving in 3 months, almost 3 months. Not 2.5 months. So, ooh, ambulance. So hope I don't crash, cross your fingers. And I'll see you at Whole Foods. Oh yeah, driving on narrow roads with cars parked on both sides of the road is not nerve-wracking at all. Not at all. And then the crazy people crossing everywhere. Shit. What is he doing? He's just weaving.
He's trying to get round the traffic.
What is he doing?
Oh, the car that was parked here was probably just dropping someone off.
I suspect I could get used to it. In the meantime, I'm just trying not to kill anyone or maim anyone. But this guy's an idiot. We made it!
It's official, June can drive!
Shut it. We made it! And I didn't kill anyone, I didn't maim anyone, I didn't have a heart attack. Yeah. Okay, you don't want to be in the background, how about in the foreground? It's a dork. That's where I get it from, it's genetic.
I don't think it works like that.
I'm telling you, they're following me. So we're trying to assemble ingredients for cottage pie, which is like shepherd's pie, but with ground beef instead of lamb. We got the carrots. What are the carrots? You got
We need potatoes and we need ground beef.
So we're on the candy aisle. I think it's actually the chocolate aisle. And just a little bit of trivia while I wait. I don't like chocolate, and he does. So he buys all the chocolate, and sometimes he stashes it on his nightstand when we used to have a nightstand. And I'm the freak who doesn't like chocolate.
Don't worry, they'll only last a day or two.
Hey guys, so it's Saturday morning, and I am not feeling in the best of moods, and you'll probably see why. And I don't know whether I'm actually gonna put this in the video or not, because it's really, I mean, I'm about to be a bit of a Debbie Downer. But a couple of days ago, we got a text message from a realtor who's trying to sell our house in Florida that the AC was leaking out onto the ceiling of the first floor. The bedrooms at either side of the AC unit on the second floor and whatnot. Now, of course, this happened on the morning that the buyers are doing the inspection. We're under contract, and you know, they were doing their inspection, which is part of selling a house and buying a house. And so yeah, there was water seepage onto the walls and whatnot. And actually, the day before that, she had sent me a text that she had gone into the house and it was pretty warm. The AC wasn't working, so I had someone go look at it and cleaned it up a bit, got it working. And apparently that just triggered, you know, whatever was holding up the AC not working, just the floodgates, so to speak, opened up and got everywhere. Water got everywhere. So yesterday I spent most of the day trying to coordinate how to get an AC repair person to the house, how to get a water restoration person to the house. And because this is the house is being sold, everything has to be done by a licensed and insured professional. And honestly, I probably wouldn't want it done any other way, but we wanted to do it early enough to avoid mold issues. And this morning, when obviously because we're not there, we can't physically supervise all this, so the realtor is the one who's actually there. So this morning, the AC repair person and the water restoration person got to the house, and we got estimates, and it's quite a bit of money. If we do end up selling the house, which we're supposed to close on the 30th of this month, then it won't be a problem. We'll make it back. But we're hoping that the buyers actually go through with the transaction. And we have a contract, and when they did the inspection, they saw that there was a water there, but it was a new thing. It's not like it's been sitting there for months or anything. And so in the report from the inspection, obviously they want us to fix that. So if we prove to them that we fixed that, the sale should go through, no problem. But because we've had other contracts fall through for other reasons, I'm a little skeptical. But mostly I'm just upset by the whole situation, because it's been so hard to sell the house. It's been in the market for months. We had one offer that we accepted, and then the people defaulted on the contract, and it's just been a nightmare. And so today, when we got quoted all that money, I mean, it wasn't even the money, but when I hung up with the water restoration person who told me how extensive the damages were, I just broke down into tears, because it was just so overwhelming. And of course that makes it difficult for me to concentrate on anything else. So I've done very little reading for class, so I'm gonna have to cram quite a bit of reading in the next couple of days. So that's where my mind is today, not here. Hello everybody, it's Sunday and we are having brunch at one of my favorite restaurants. It's called Hugo and Sons. Why so serious? And yes, I am wearing the same shirt that I was wearing on the Pop Sugar Fall Special Edition box, because I just got done filming that, and now I'm very hungry and we're going to eat. And I like this restaurant because all the restaurants in this area are pretty interesting and have interesting food. But I really like this one, and it's not as crazy as one called Talde, which is another block up. It's still kind of recognizable brunch food, so yay. I think I'm going to have some croque monsieur and see how that is. I've never had that one. I've had other things, but not that. Cheers. Oh yeah, there's vodka in that. Holy moly.
Just tap the
There's
screen.
beetroot in this.
I'm also pretty sure that the waiter thinks I'm losing my. Wait.
It's fairly normal for him.
What is?
People randomly talking to cameras.
Is it?
Yeah, I see someone talking to a camera most days. Admittedly, that's you, but
I don't think I've had, I mean, I know that there are other big prominent YouTubers in New York City that are vloggers, and I do follow some of them, but I've never actually seen anybody else walking around talking to a camera. People talk to their phones all the time, and so I assume that they're just talking on the phone or Skyping or whatnot, but I've never actually seen anyone talking to a camera, which makes me a little bit uneasy about doing it myself. The food's here. That's what they call an English breakfast.
Yeah.
And mine.
Remove the blueberries.
Ooh, looks good. And the biggie kids.
I
What's that?
want to eat it.
You want to eat it? Okay, it's eating time. Talk to the hand.
What?
So yes, about dinner. We thought we would try this restaurant that claims to be Hispanic. And I'm not gonna mention the name because what I'm about to say is not very nice. But I hadn't had a dining experience quite that bad in this neighborhood. And it's okay, baby. And so the main reason was that the waitress was very rude. Not only was she rude, but she was dismissive. I asked her some questions about the food. I asked her some questions about the food that, you know, if you are waitressing somewhere, you need to be able to answer about the particular food. And again, I won't get into details.
Where are you going now?
But, well, she didn't know. On top of not knowing, she was very snippy about answering me. Then she forgot our son's order. So when our food came out, she asked, "Is that all?" And we said, "No, you know, the kid's order. We didn't get it. It's a spaghetti and meatballs." And so she went back to get it, and it took forever to get it back. When she got it back, she told me it's on the house. I said fine. So we got to eating, and well, I had beans, and I will say that the beans were straight out of a can. And for a restaurant that claims to be Hispanic, this way, baby. For a restaurant that claims to be Hispanic, beans are a big deal. So yes, I've actually had canned beans that taste better than that. But to add insult to injury, after all the rudeness and the obtuseness and just bad service, when the check came, the kids' food was on it. So apparently it's on the house. Doesn't mean anything. I didn't feel like contesting it because at that point I was already pretty wound up. And then I was gonna be the one who wasn't going to be nice and the one who was going to be rude. And I just wasn't in the mood for that. So we paid and left. But walking up the slope, this neighborhood is called Park Slope, and we live at the top of the slope. But anyhow, so yeah, I'm not going back. The food wasn't great. Actually, the food was pretty average, bordering on bad. But the service was really the killer for me. I understand that, you know, you're not always on top of your game and that you have bad days, but the way that she behaved, I felt, was inexcusable. So yeah, we're not going back to that. That was a dinner saga. And on that note, I'm going to call it a night. Oh, it's so dark. I'm going to call it a night, and it is Sunday night already, so this will be the last you see of me on the vlog, at least until next week. And
Well, it's still tomorrow.
Oh well, this will go up tomorrow. And I will see you guys next time.